And what do you think the next couple of years is going to be like?
Oh, I think it's going to continue to grow. I mean, the stats show that I think this year it's estimated about $4 billion. Podcasters are the most trusted people on the internet. Next come bloggers and then people who do video. And I think it's important now, especially if you're a course creator, because with the rise of AI, anybody can just create a course to sell, right? It's not them, it's the AI. But the beauty with podcasting is that you get to show up as your authentic self. And so that is going to build on the know, like, and trust. And I think with the rise of AI, because everybody's using that in their social media, that I think having your own podcast where it's you, I think that's going to put you above the rest over
Yeah,
the next few.
100% agree with that. Like you said, the AI factor has automated a lot of stuff, but sometimes people are
Mm.
forgetting that having that one-on-one relationship with somebody that's virtually in your ear every day is never going to be beaten in terms of, like you say, the know, like, and trust factor. And tell us about your workshop. I've got it up here:
Mm-hmm.
Podcast Profits Unleashed.
Unleashed. So that's the name of the podcast too. So we do a monthly workshop where we take people through our whole strategy so that they walk away with a blueprint, really. It's a 4 hour live virtual event, and it's not a presentation. So I'm not reading from an AI script. I show up for who's in the room, and we go through everything through that.
Awesome. And how often do you do this, Karen?
How often?
Mm.
So once a month. We do them every month for newbies, for people who are looking to launch a podcast, but maybe they're a little bit overwhelmed with what's needed. We go through how to start it and why you even want to, how to create content that's going to attract your ideal client, and then how to turn the listeners into leads, and then finally how to grow it and monetize it.
Awesome. And all of the, I guess, the logistical stuff, like how do I actually, record and where do I upload the podcast? Do you cover all that as well?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Awesome.
And, and then if at the end of the day they need help implementing it, we run implementation days, because just getting the knowledge, or just going on a workshop, just reading a book, just watching a video on what you should do, doesn't mean you do it. So we
Yes.
run implementation days where we actually do it. We
Yeah.
actually set it up and you actually launch it.
Yeah, that sounds great, Karen, because a lot of the time people will buy a course or whatever, and then what? And probably 95% of people don't actually do anything with it. So you've got these implementation days where you've got that accountability and follow up, and I imagine you would
Yeah.
get a lot more people following through because of that.
Yeah, well, we do it. There's nothing we're getting rid of all the objections, all the overthinking. You can't procrastinate, because we're actually going to launch it on that day. What I do is I host their first podcast show to put them at ease. So basically, they showcase their business as their first podcast, and I interview them. We then do the post production around it. So they're going to have their first podcast ready to publish on the implementation day. So there's no getting out of it. It's done. It's just
That's
do
great.
the thing. Then you get the energy to do the thing.
That's great, Karen. You've really thought about that and come up with something that really, I think, if you are thinking of getting into podcasting and you're thinking it's very scary, is there a wonderful, friendly person that can help me with it? And Karen Roberts sounds like she could be that person. So I've got the link there for your workshop. When is it coming up? How many days away is it?
So the next one is 20th of Feb.
20th
But
of
yes,
Feb.
they're every month.
Every
Yeah.
month.